Alright. Hello, everyone. Make sure this is working. Make sure my sound is good. Alright, looks good. Alright, we are getting close. Yesterday, I finished Acceptance, which is one of the harder parts of this End is Nigh Platinum. Acceptance was all 4 of these super hard levels without dying. And so now the last thing is Super Mega Cart, which is all of these first 10, I think? 9? All these first 9 cartridges back to back. Soup, what's up? Stag, how's it going? I'm not super practiced on this. I practiced for like maybe 45 minutes yesterday. Did not make it pretty far. I think I got all coins through Dig Dead, which is like basically half of the way there, but the easier half. So I'm not super practiced on this. Biscuit, good luck. I think I am going to... I don't know whether or not to go for coins. And actually, let me pause and close my door here for a sec. Be right back. Soup probably will not do a video on Animal Well. I got that plat when I was out of town. I guess I'm gonna just not go for coins on this playthrough. It's probably a good idea to remind myself what the levels look like, so I'm not even gonna bother with these rings. Yes, Soup, I did Animal Well when I was out of town, so I did not record any footage of it. I did it like remotely on a remote play. So I don't have any footage for it, so, you know, I could go back and record footage after the fact, but I don't really want to do that. It was a good game. I wasn't blown away by it. But yes, I did Acceptance last night, which, when I started this plat, Acceptance was like one of the ones that I was most nervous about, and it really did not take me that long, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours total. So I actually think that this cart is going to be the one that's way more difficult, probably the hardest part in the hardest cart in the game for me. So if you don't know, I have to beat this cart in one continue, which is basically 10 deaths. Yeah, first step is to beat it, then beat it without a continue, and then go for rings. Yeah, last night when I was practicing this, I was trying to go for the rings from the very start, and like I said, I made it 4 of 9 carts through, and kept dying on the 5th cart, or kept getting my game over on the 5th cart, so definitely not super close. Trying to lock in, trying to really focus. Want to go off the corner here. There we go. But yes, then after this cart, the only thing left is the full game playthrough, which is one 90-minute playthrough and one 200 or less death playthrough, which I think most people probably get those in the same run. Not sure how tough that will be for me or not. This seems harder than it, but I guess we'll see. Shoot, that's one death already. If I'm being honest, I probably should practice the later carts a little bit more. Whew. Ah. Yeah, so one of the challenges is to beat this with without using a continue, which is 10 lives, and then which is obviously the hard part of the challenge. But then there's other ones to just beat the cartridge at all. So even if we don't get the continuous run here, it's still make a little bit of progress. I think the cart that I have the most trouble with is the second to last one, the 8th of 9th. There's one room in there that I'm still just not very good at clearing. Like, I still die, 5 times on the room, maybe more. Ah, shoot. Yes, plan is after End is Nigh to do Hollow Knight. Although I might throw in a more casual game in between. I've never played... Shoot, that's bad. Gotta practice this room more, missed that twice now. I've never played... What's the PS Plus game from this month? The horror game. I watched a friend play the original version of that 10 years ago. I forget the name of it right now, someone will have to let me know. But thinking I might do that as kind of a refresher. Yeah, Dead Space, thank you. Might do Dead Space as a breather. But then Hollow Knight will definitely be the next hard one, I think. So there's my continue. So already missed this one, but that's okay. Guy with Legs, it's just this cart and then the full game runs. So we are getting close. We'll see how long this cart takes me, but I mean, I definitely agree with all of the... That's stupid. I definitely agree with all of the... Let's let this guy come. All of the trophy guides that say this is like a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 even. I probably have 20 hours, maybe less, 15, 16 hours in the game. I was lucky. So quite a bit easier than some of these other platformers, depending on how long this one takes me. I'm still quite a ways away from getting this cart done. Go fast past the chain chomps for the most part. This one's a little tricky. There we go. Yeah, so I'm kind of practiced through these carts. Last night I was making it through these carts, getting all of the rings. And I was kind of dying in this cart. This room's hard. That room's hard to get all of the coins. Ooh. Very bad. Jeez. Man, you have to go fast there. I made it once into this cart, but then died pretty early on. A hard little drop there. It's a tough room for all of the coins. And the next one's really tough as well. I basically can never get all of these coins in one run. Those two at the very end are super tough. Right. Don't know this screen at all. It's probably a death. This goes up. All right, so we got 20 more lives. guess I have to get over there faster to give myself a better angle. Or, like, to try and grab the lip. That's tough. Let me see, I got a video open. Let me see what they do in the video. Because that is not going to cut it. Let's see. Let's see, so they don't grab the lip. They just kind of... Okay. Yeah, that's a tough jump. After Hollow Knight, I really have no idea. Yeah, open to suggestions after Hollow Knight. People have given me suggestions in the past. V. I wish UFO 50 had was on PlayStation. That trophy list would be very fun, I feel like. Next Mechana. I have not even heard of that one. So Cruz, I'll take a look at it after the stream, see what it looks like. Gravity Circuit. Okay, that's another one I haven't seen. Yeah, Soup 6v. This one's hard. This screen's hard because you gotta. This timing is. The timing of when that starts to move back is tough. 6v is definitely on the list, but I hear it's super hard. Okay, Gravity Circuit. Yeah, if it's a Mega Man X-like. Probably look that up at some point. Seems like a pretty easy cartridge from a no-death perspective. The rings obviously might be an issue, but I guess we haven't finished it yet. But yeah, that was not too bad. Oh wow, it's made by the same devs as Returnal. Very interesting. I loved Returnal. Okay, so yes, I believe this is the second to last card. Yeah, this is card 8 of 9. And this is the one that has a super challenging screen. Boost off this guy. There we go. I hate this screen. This screen's just tedious. Lots of waiting in this one. And the other thing is that I always miss, so I'm about to jump off this platform, and that top ring, I miss half the time like that, and that would just be a run killer. Like, I'm not. Next time I start a new run, I'll see if I can die to restart the screen. But there's like no way for me to get back up there, and I don't know how to make that consistent. Yeah, after Hollow Knight, I could do Isaac. I have an Isaac file started, and I'm slowly making progress on it. I've not played it in a month or two. I've never done any of the Repentance stuff. And to be honest, I'm a little intimidated by the amount of tainted characters there are. But slowly making progress on that. Part of the issue is that I truly don't know what an Isaac video would look like. I'm super curious to see what Nick comes up with. I mean, obviously there are big runs when you like beat the Lost and that kind of stuff. Like that kind of stuff would be good for a video, but yeah, this screen's tough too. This is not the one that I was talking about, but I wonder if I can try to get a boost off this guy. Alright, 10 deaths left. Yeah, the Nick video will be 3 hours long. I have entered the Gungeon. I got that before I started doing YouTube stuff. Very fun game. Plat was not super crazy either. Definitely a lot of frustrating RNG in it, but like, you know, Isaac just has a million characters that you have to beat the game with. It's just crazy. And Gungeon was not like that. This is the screen that I hate. This is probably the worst screen in the entire card for me. I cannot stand this jump. All right, made it. Last cartridge, and then I think there are special levels after this one, or special screens after this one that are not a part of the original 9 cartridges. Death. One pretty hard screen towards the end of this one. I learned this trick to just push up against these and then it will automatically pick you up on the next one. Do that. This is a tough screen too. Bad timing again. Uh-oh. Ah, tough. I could also do N++. Honestly, for the longest time when people were suggesting VVVVV, I had that confused with N++. Yes, that is also another good option. This is the other tough screen. All right, getting there. That was a bad death. All right. Whew. Yeah, how does N++ compare to, I guess, Meat Boy Forever, this, VVVVV? These are tough jumps. Man, glad I made it. Okay. And then here are just levels that I know nothing about. We might see one of these screens. Whew. Don't know if I can just run off this. I'm gonna try it, but I might die. Okay. Ah, all right, not bad. The Judge Judy music playing. Yeah, I saw my last stream, the one of these tracks got copyright flagged. It was not like a copyright strike. Like, to be honest, I don't quite understand the difference between the two, but first time that has happened to me on the channel. Which made me slightly nervous, but just meant that I couldn't turn on monetization for the stream. I guess let me collect rings while I can, even though it's probably silly. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna... That first ring takes some time to try to get, so... Ooh, bad death. Close. That's probably the first kind of tricky screen in the entire cart. That first death that I had was really not great on the earlier screen. Out of 10 difficulty for this game, so far I would probably say 9. Might drop to 8, depending on how long this challenge takes me. I would say easier than Crash 4, probably. It's been a very long time since I did Crash 4. But Crash 4 was just, yeah, I think it took me 100 hours. And this will hopefully take me under 40. I think this was the screen that I died for the first time on the last run, so doing a little bit worse than the last run. Ooh, that was close. I can chill here. All right. Yeah, I think 9 is also probably pretty fair. It's again, it will really all depend for me on this last challenge. I guess there's some really tough stuff in the game. But yeah, I would give Crash 4. I would give Crash 4 a 9 out of 10. And this feels easier than Crash 4, I think. I'd give Super Meat Boy a 10 out of 10. There are harder things in it. There are like, I mean, by definition, maybe I shouldn't be giving Meat Boy a 10 out of 10 because I think Meat Boy Forever and Jump King and Splasher are all quite a bit more difficult. But those are trophies that, like, no reasonable person should go for. Yeah, exactly. I think most people can get Meat Boy. It just takes a lot of practice. The other ones are stupid difficult. Like the other ones, anyone can get those as well with a lot of practice, but like I almost gave up on some of them. That's good. I really struggled on some of those screens in the last playthrough, so nice to get it there. Ooh. Wait for this guy to come shooting down. Yeah, exactly, Craig. Like, it's hard to say that Meat Boy is actually a 10 out of 10. Wow, twice in a row on that jump. When Crypt exists, when all these other games exist. But again, it's kind of like a question of how reasonable do you want to be. Like, nobody should be going for those other plots. I say that joking, of course. Like, you know, go for whatever plats that you want, but getting better at this cart. At least the start of it. Yeah, cruise, that's a good way of putting it. I think Meat Boy is probably the hardest plat that many, many people get. And so because of that, I think 10 out of 10 is totally fair. Might have gone too slow here. Whew. That was a pretty good card. Hate this jump. This jump will definitely take some lives. It's a tough jump through the little gap there. This one took some lives as well. That last jump is very tough. I see you guys talking about almost getting lost in your Meat Boy runs, because you can do the levels in any order. That's kind of like one of the charms of it, I think, is like kind of the stress of like, oh my god, did I actually do this? How many more do I have left? You know, I think I'm one away, but I don't know for sure. Off screen. Good. Screen's tough too, because they make you do 2 laps. Like that. That's not bad. Ooh. I get the skip. Nice. Yeah, least favorite screen in the entire card. Just because you gotta wait. Okay, and then let's see if we can get this coin. Man. Oh, I hate that. I'm gonna need to figure out how you actually do that. This screen's tough. Ooh, that's bad. Least favorite jumps in the cart, this one in particular. I guess I've gotten better at that. I used to really struggle with it. Greg, you're always talking about that one? Greg, do you think it's a good game, or is it just a, you know, a very hard flat? Because I looked it up, and the game just looks so bad. I'm sorry to say if it's one of your favorite games, but... We're doing way better on this run through. I believe I've only used 1 continue so far. And I think last time it was like down to my last continue by this point. Hello, Nightmare. Good luck. Very hard flat and definitely not one of my favorites. Okay, yeah. way better on that screen that time, but yeah, it's a tough one. Couple of very close jumps there. Ooh, hey Liam, how's it going? Jake, what's up? Game's going good, Jake. We're on our final cart. I beat Acceptance, which is the other really hard cart. Liam, do I recommend Nobody Saves the World in Evil West? Probably about the same. Nobody Saves the World is a really fun game. The plat is a bit too grindy, at least for me. Although I feel like I don't have a ton of patience with a lot of plats. Okay, new levels again. Let me focus before I answer about Evil West. Ooh, tough. All right. Thanks, Liam. Yeah, we're making progress. Gotta learn these patterns on these new screens that I've never seen before. So I want to go when that thing's up, I think. So I could go now, sure. Ooh. Nothing here. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, we gotta slide in there. Can't let our toes hang over. Same thing. Off. I think we can just drop here. Okay. That seems easy. That's tough. How do I... Okay, so how do I fall down there? Probably one fluid motion from up top. Okay. Yeah, that's tricky. Seems like we can stand on each block. Makes this not super tough. Okay. Last little dude. Alright, cleared the cartridge. Nice, trophy, super mega cart. So, obviously still lots of work to go on that cart, but good progress. Let's see, what are people saying? Yeah, Nightmare. I think that's the reference. The last level of the little enemy on the screen, and then you drop into the lava. Evil West, I think I would actually recommend more than Nobody Saves the World. It's less grindy. It has good difficulty. Like, you have to beat the game on the hardest difficulty level, and there's some like actual tough rooms near the end. Like, I think it's probably a 6 out of 10. The story's very dumb. It's a bit repetitive. Like, it's just a linear game where you walk to the next arena and kill the things in the arena and then keep walking, and so on. But yeah, it's fun. And less grindy than Nobody Saves the World. Nobody Saves the World is more fun for the first 5 hours, but then, yeah, it's a pretty big grind. Nightmare, you were asking about the It remake from 2017. It's scary. It's a good movie. I love the book. I really recommend reading the book if you're into it. All right, I'm gonna skip this. Retro Rampage. It's probably every cartridge. Nice. All right, so 2 more. Oh, and there we go. Beat it. Beat the full game and all the carts. Nice. Yes, so now we have just these final 2 achievements on this cart. So beat the cart without continuing, so in only 10 lives, and then also a run where we have to get all 1,000 rings, but we can do so in using 30 deaths. So we're getting close. Yeah, the It book is huge, but really good. I recommend. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I recommend It and The Stand, which is also a giant book, but both are amazing. All right, so I guess we are going to go for single continue, or should we go for every ring? We'll go for every ring until it becomes annoying not to. I guess whatever comes first, a death or missing a ring. Probably be a death, which means I'm going for all rings, most likely. Alright, we'll go for all rings. Soup says go for continues. We'll give all rings a shot at first. Nightmare. I remember I saw It Part 2, the sequel to the 2017 one. I saw that in New Zealand, and I saw it like opening weekend, and the theater sent in a dude in like a clown the theater sent in a dude in a clown costume into the theater during like a spooky action-y scene, which was very not cool. So that's my biggest memory from those movies. I don't think you could get away with that in the US. We'll probably do, or for the next hard game, I'm going to try to do Hollow Knight. Next game generally after this that I platinum, I want to do Dead Space, and it's nice that it's on PS Plus. So I'll probably do that one. I don't really know what the trophy list looks like. Might make a video on it if it's fun. I'm sure lots of other people are doing videos on it. Or maybe not, because it came out so long ago. I kind of want to do Vampire Survivor. I know that there are like, at least in the, with all the DLC, there's like 200 trophies or something in Vampire Survivor. Yeah, I mostly do PS Plus games as well, Liam. This was actually the first game in a long time that I've bought. I guess Meat Boy Forever as well. But yeah, there are just so many great games on PS Plus that I've never gone through that it seems silly to buy modern games. Yeah, I've played Vampire Survivor on my phone. It's a fun game. I don't quite... I think it does not do a great job of explaining how you are unlocking stuff. Like, basically I got stuck at the end game of it. I did not know how to, you know, unlock the final level and beat the final boss, whatever it ended up being. So I think that's the weakest part of that game. Yes, I suppose I bought Jump King and Splasher too. That's a good call. The YouTube channel is so small, but I do have to admit it is satisfying when my... Oops. No, I want to go up and around here, yes. It is satisfying when the ad revenue off of my video that, like... So the most successful video ever is Meat Boy Forever. And I think I've probably made, like, $60 off of the ad revenue. So, like, nothing crazy, but it is very satisfying when the video officially pays for the game itself. So like I was saying, last night as I was just starting to practice this cart, I was doing all rings, and I was making it into, I believe it's the 5th cartridge. It's the Lavie one with all the chain chomps. So we'll see if I'm a little bit better now. I've not been playing amazing this run. Yeah, the Forever video is definitely popular because it was the first one. And again, very silly Mean Meat Machine. Did very good at the start and still is up there. It's like basically tied with Meat Boy Forever. But again, that's another one that nobody else has done for good reason. Bad deaths there. Man. Ooh. That was like input drops or something, or misclicks on my part. I bet Nick saw my video, but I am sure that it was on his radar to do. I'm sure I was not the one to inspire him to do it. Alright. I think I can get both of those if I just do this jump normally. Super Meat Boy Forever took me like 160 hours, I think. Shadow Warrior? I don't know that one either, Craig. Those last two are tough to get. Yeah, I don't know how you get those last two without dying. Ooh, missed that. All right, so now's the question is, can we, okay, we can restart the screen, so that's good to know. Art's tough because it requires patience. I'm just so impatient with these dudes. Probably playing it too safe, but... Ooh. What's the hardest world to no death in Super Meat Boy Forever? Definitely the dark worlds are the hardest. People say it's not the last world. The last world doesn't even have a dark a set of dark levels. A lot of people were hyping up Dark Lab, which was World 4. That was the last one that I did, and it was definitely hard. I think part of the difficulty probably came from nerves. I was so close to being done. I probably choked more often than not. World 2, which was the clinic, I think. Dang. For me, the clinic was the one that like almost broke me. That's the one where I bailed on my original seed, had to go find a seed that was easier. You know, I really I probably spent 15 hours trying to beat the levels on my original seed. I had to finally admit defeat and say, those 15 hours, all that practice is down the drain. Let me just go find completely new levels. So that was like a big decision in the plat to give up on my seed. So World 2 might be the most like heartbreaking for me, or the biggest source of trauma for me. But World 4, Dark Lab, was also up there. Craig, I probably won't do I Am Bread anytime soon. This just does not look fun to me, basically. Surgeon Simulator, I haven't looked at that plat list, or that trophy list, or really know what the gameplay looks like, but I think I know what it is. I think it's, you know, controlling two hands, and it's hard to hold the scalpel and all that kind of stuff. Not super appealing to me, but I haven't looked at the trophy list, so can't say for sure. But yeah, I'm not really planning on I Am Bread anytime soon. Ooh. Jeez. Terrible screen. Wait for that guy to pass, I guess. Yeah, that was a rough screen. Alright, so this is the world, or this is the cart that I got to last time. I think I'm about on pace with what I was doing yesterday night. Chain chomps are so much harder when you have to grab coins as well, when you can't just fly past them. Yeah. Ooh. Ugh, pinky toe. This one is very tough. Yeah. Damn. Ugh. You can get the if you can get those 2 coins along the right-hand wall on that screen, the rest of it is pretty easy. Yeah, if I run out of continues, I have to start from scratch. Yeah, obviously, there's 10 worlds basically. You have 30 you have 30 lives to do it. Obviously, this is not going to be the run, but it is good practice. So the furthest I've gotten, actually maybe not, maybe I made it to this point. Yeah, I think I did make it to this point once last night. Unfortunately, we have to go back for that one. These are where the rings get hard. I'm gonna see if I can walk out. Okay, I cannot. This screen and the next screen have really tough rings to do without dying. I don't think I've ever done this screen, getting all the rings without dying. Okay. When will I do Crypt? Not for a while. Again, looking for a physical version of it, if I ever come across it. Alright, we're gonna go for no continue run, so we're gonna ignore rings. We have 10 deaths to beat the entire thing. It's kind of scary. there's one. Probably a new PB in terms of furthest I've gotten without dying, though. We'll keep track of that. Maybe not. Maybe I might have made it to one of the screens in this world. Might have made it to that screen. I think that that little gap killed me a couple of times once. Poison fog that kills you if you stay in it for too long. You need to find these little air pockets. Ah, too slow. That was a very bad death, just went too fast there. Very easy to go on tilt once you start dying. Rings definitely seem tough, especially because they just get harder as you get towards the later worlds. I think they will be tougher than the no continue run. But the no continue run is probably need to be more clutch. Like, I imagine with rings, you get good enough at a certain point that 30 lives is more than enough. And with no continues, you're always kind of a moment away from disaster. Poor guy that gets trapped on the left-hand side immediately when you load the screen. Ugh. Wait for a sec for this one to let that first guy pass. Good, and I can just make that last jump by going straight across. See you, Soup. The other thing that's nice about the one continue run is that it kind of lets you practice the later levels. Where, you know, at a certain point I'm going to likely lose this continue unless this is the run, which I doubt it will be. But then I can still go through and practice the later levels. Whereas with rings, you kind of... you hit a game over and have to restart. Ah. This room's tough. A bad death. That's not a hard jump at all. This jump is a hard jump. Ah. Alright, so there's our PB. 6-5. Yeah, this does not seem horrible. We'll see how... We'll try to beat it in just one continue. Probably the thing that I'll be weakest at is the very last. Oof. Yeah, this screen's tough too. The very last world with the screens that I don't really know yet. That I was kind of sight reading. But those will be tough. Screen's tough too. Whew. It seems horrible to ones that have never played this. Yeah. The thing is that, like, so many of these, I think the reason why no death or one continue seems easier than rings is that so many of them are like, if you just go fast, you'll be on a cycle that is reasonable. Like, so many of these rooms are 3 jumps that you need to pick. Like, this one's tough, but... But, yeah, that's like 3 jumps, and that's a tough one. Ooh, that was close. Someone last stream. Okay, well, first of all, let me try to get this coin. My most hated of all coins. Still missed it. Someone last stream was telling me there's no trophy for it, but there's an in-game percentage counter that counts up if you no death all of these cartridges. So you know, like, truly the ultimate challenge is getting 162%, or whatever the number actually is, by no-deathing all of these cartridges. So rather than having 10 lives like I do for this one, I have 1 life. That seems too hard for me. This cartridge probably wouldn't even be the hardest one. There are a couple of cartridges in the end game that give you infinite lives, and the levelings are just, the screens are just absurdly difficult. Those would be the hard ones to get no death. Death. Fast on this screen now. This is the screen that I said I hated, and then I was doing pretty well on it. So the cycles of these platforms, it's hard to know where they reverse. This is how I was performing last night on this level. I just cannot make these jumps. Oof. Cloudy, yeah, that's right. I do some more casual games between my hard games, but not a ton. God. All right, we're gonna restart the card. That screen's pissing me off too much. Give it another shot. Getting good practice on these levels, and also learning which cards I need to practice more. I feel like the one with the bouncy skulls I'm actually pretty weak at. A lot of deaths in that one. And then obviously that 8th cart with that one screen. Kind of need to learn a good pattern through that one. That one definitely feels like kind of a panic. This screen had my first death last run on this jump. Be close again. Oh, terrible first death. Whew. Ooh. Ah. I have not heard of retro achievements. What are those? Ah. Nice, Cloudy. I'll check them out. Sounds interesting. Chill. I'm behind pace what I was last run. Maybe about the same. A pretty good World 5 last run. Oh wow, what a bad death. Ooh, that was panic. Twice here on the last run, trying to get around this guy. Whew, okay. I gotta learn to take that guy slower. Jake, I'm going for no continues first. Seems like I'm much closer there than on rings. And I think the practice on the levels for no continue, like getting towards the last few worlds, will actually help out on rings quite a bit. Alright, so here was my PB from last run. Last run died on this screen. Okay, good to know how to do that jump that I died on. I'll lock that into memory now. Maybe it died on this screen. Can't remember. Close. Ah, yeah, that jump scares me. I hate this screen. Ooh, that was close. Ooh. After this cartridge, the only thing I have left is the full game runs, which I think will hopefully be easier than this. I'm kind of expecting them to be. How did you find them, Jake, compared to this cartridge? Ooh, that was close. Nice. Man. Alright. New PB. Alright, 8-5 is the new PB. We'll try to finish it off again. But we'll see if that second to last screen annoys me. A rare rage quit when I quit out of that second to last screen the last time through. I remember I died to this exact jump before. That's when I just died to it. That's like the second time I died to it ever. But it's definitely on my list of things that are a little bit tricky. Big, I might ask for advice on this screen that keeps... Not this one, although this one has now killed me twice. On the upcoming screen that keeps killing me. Alright, this one. I don't know if you have any advice for how to manage these platforms, but these ones just kill me. Ugh. I don't know why I have such trouble with them. See you later, Craig. Thanks for watching. Gonna need to really get this one locked in before trying another run. yeah, there's like no way to explain the pattern. I should practice it again, but I want to practice the final levels in the cartridge too. It's crazy how much your nerves go away once your run is over. Yeah, wait to jump until they start to move away, Jake. That's kind of what I noticed in my... when I just cleared it. For the second jump, I waited until my platform was moving backwards, and that kind of made the jump feel better. Missed it. Cycle. Maybe one more. Good to get practice on this level too. That one's tough. That one's not too bad if I'm patient. I hate these jumps up top, though. Jake, I think 8 is probably up there for me as well. That's the one that I did last of all of the carts individually. But they all have scary moments. Hate dying on this screen because it takes so long to get back there. I feel like 2 of these are kind of randomly closer together than the other 2. Yeah, you should, exactly, yeah, Zach, you should wait for the tighter jump up top to pass before going. Okay. So now we gotta learn these levels. Kind of thinking about coins here as well. I imagine if I ever get to this, or when I get to this world, without losing a continue, I imagine I will pull up a video of someone else doing it to learn their patterns. Ugh. This one seemed tough. This fall. That fall seemed very hard. Right. All right, didn't even make it to the end there, but that's okay. All right, we'll do one more attempt for the stream. Didn't even know there was a gap there. Whew. Yeah, those Jake, those final levels on World 10. In a real run, I would definitely go way, way, way slower to get the timing right. Ooh, lucky. Was impatient there. Keep almost smacking this guy on this platform as I make the big jump. Or the jump from the first platform to the second one. Gotta watch out for that. Ugh. Damn, same thing. As you land in the water, you need to like repress X in order to start going up again. 2 bad deaths. I think I'm like fatigued at this point, but we'll keep going. Yeah, I'm not playing well. It's okay. All right, lock in. Ooh, that was close. Dropped into that unprepared, to be honest. So this one, we can chill here. Okay. That makes that a lot easier. Really, Jake, coin was that much harder. I kind of figured once you get through this one that you have enough practice on the levels to make coin not too bad, or like to have more wiggle room on coin. Alright. Very weak start to this run, but been playing well in these back worlds. I think this was my PB. Whew, maybe not. Maybe this one. Jump's tough. Yeah, these last couple of carts for coins definitely turn it up a notch. Ah, man. It's having such a good run, too. All right, into World 8 with the run still going. Ugh, God, come on. Probably too slow. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Should have practiced this one more. We're gonna try waiting. All right. So obviously I need more practice on that screen, but we're gonna try the new strats of jump when the platforms are moving away. I don't know if that was any better or not. That seemed lucky, but whatever. I did not do all the rings nightmare. We're going for no continue first. Seems much easier. But yes, new PB. I think that's 8-9 maybe. 8-8 maybe. Come here for a sec. Ooh. God, a couple deaths on this screen. Last time, too. Well, I'm not being patient here, but... Wow. Okay. So let's do the top half for real. Let's be patient and wait for the close to. I think those are the close to right there. Not bad. That cycle is easy if you go right away. One's not bad. Scary jump that I hate. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I think. Okay, so here we jump right when spikes are about to appear. I think, yes. Okay. So we got there in how many deaths? 24 deaths. Got to cut it down to 10. Jake, I have heard of Super Rude Bear. You might have recommended that at some point. We'll see if I get around to it. You know, who knows? All right, I'm going to call it there. Good stream. Thanks for hanging out for a lot of it. I kind of think I'm going to get this no death tonight off stream at some point. And then, yeah, the grind for the coins is going to be tough. I can't really play for a while, unfortunately. So, probably more streams next week, maybe. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Talk to you all later. Bye.